Well, what's happening? So this video is going to be different from the usual content I put on this channel, but I need to lose some weight. So I'm going to try this carnivore diet and see what happens. Today we're just going to look at the date and time, and then I'm going to weigh myself. And so you can see it's almost noon, February 10th. It's Monday morning. We're on dateandtime.com. Monday, February 10th. So now we're off, but I'm not in Wichita, Kansas. So anyways, it's Monday, February 10th, and we are going to go weigh myself, and then actually let's see what the weather looks like a week from now. So it's Monday, again, February 10th. We just got hit with some snow. There's the back of the property. See what it looks like here in a week, which you'll see here in a few seconds, a week's difference. And we'll just keep track of my progress. So there's the kind of the north side of the property, and then here's the moment of truth. Let's see where I'm at, and then I'm gonna talk about my strategy and how I'm implementing the diet, what I've been eating here. Today's the first day of it, so let's go ahead and jump on this bad boy and see what we got. Oh my goodness, hold on. 281. I am a fat fuck. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop this portion of the video, but in a few seconds it will be a week will have passed, and you will see where my progress is so far. Okay, so this video ended up getting a little messy. So basically what happened was when I went to do the weigh-in the following week, my girlfriend ended up being sick, and so she was sleeping off the master bathroom, and so I ended up just recording in the master bathroom. I recorded my phone to verify the date, so we'll see that here in a second. And I'm going to go ahead and weigh myself, so I'll kind of talk you through this, narrate you through this, because I didn't want to wake her up, or she might think I'm a weirdo talking to myself in the bathroom. So we'll go ahead, and you can see right here I'm picking my phone up, and it's the 18th, so it's the following week, Tuesday morning. And then I just wanted to make sure that the camera got clear on that. And so I'm going to put the phone down, and then we're going to go ahead and weigh in. But basically I ended up having problems like I did when I weighed initially, getting the scale to be still enough while I was trying to get it on camera. So I was trying to figure out here where to put the camera so I could just catch the weight without it moving around. So I figured out how to set it right there. So I'm going to get on, and then we're going to see I lost, I think it was 13 pounds, and you're going to see it right there. So 13 pounds. And real quick, I know a lot of people, they just want the information, they want to see the results, and maybe what did I do. And for those people, I'll put a link to the exact program I followed right in the description below. And I ended up doing a keto diet, and I'll explain why. So I started off with the carnivore diet. I did that for 2 days. It worked great, but it was too extreme, and I'll go into the differences between the two and why I ended up going with the keto and ended up losing a little bit more weight per day. But basically the carnivore diet is almost like the opposite of being vegan. So when you're vegan, you don't eat any meat or any meat products. And so with the carnivore diet, it's the opposite. That is, you eat all meat. You eat all meat. You can eat cheese. You can even have dairy. But it was really hard to stick with, and I found by the second day I was just having a really hard time with it, and then my stomach started feeling weird. And so you're supposed to eat more red meat when that happens, and I'm not. I can only eat so much red meat. I don't really care for too much red meat. I mean, I like the occasional steak and stuff, but so I ended up switching to the keto diet, which is basically putting your body in ketosis, and that's where your body is burning fat because you are limiting carbs. So it's similar in that to the carnivore diet in that it's a low carb diet, but the carnivore diet is virtually a no carb diet, where the keto, you are allowed some carbs. And so I'm going to continue to chart this progress, and I'll do a monthly, a month end video, and I'll do like a before and after pictures when there's enough weight loss to really notice something. But right now there hasn't, it hasn't been at the time I'm recording this. This is a few days after I finally got a chance to edit this, and so I'm still losing weight, but I want to wait till I get a good 30 pounds off, and then show you the difference, and then we'll continue to do this. So let me just tell you a little bit about how I've been going about this and approaching the meal. So basically, I always try to stay ahead, and I'll prepare things way ahead of time. And so, for instance, I will buy a big tray of just boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and then I will bake those all at once, trim them up, bake them all at once, and then I will just use them in various things. And so one of the allowable foods you can have on the keto diet is broccoli, one of the allowable vegetables. And so I'll eat some broccoli with that, and I'll put a little soy sauce in there and make almost like a stir fry out of it. I'll use low calorie, low carb, not low calorie, but low carb buffalo sauce, and I'll put that on there, just a little something with a little spiciness to it, and I'll eat that with just the chicken. And so I'm doing a lot of chicken. I'll do pork. I'll buy a pork loin. I'll cut it up into chops, and then I will grill that on the grill, and then make that ahead of time. But for me, the biggest thing is not to put yourself in a position where you don't have any food, so you're just going to eat what you have, and if it has carbs, you have carbs. Because here's the problem when you do the low carb diets, and that is, once it takes you a few days to get into ketosis, where and you can actually buy strips and you can pee on them basically, and it will tell you if your body is burning fat at that point. But it takes you a few days of eating really low carbs, like we're talking less than 10 grams a day, and then your body starts burning fat, and then actually the cravings start going away over a few days. But those first few days are tough, and then once you take a cheat day, if you do that, you screw yourself up, because it throws your blood sugar off and you start getting crazy cravings. It's very hard to get back on it. And then once you do get back on it, you got to go through that whole thing again for a good 3 or 4 days before you start burning fat. And so it's really one of those things where once you get into the rhythm of it, once you get used to it, you don't want to come off of it. You want to stay on it as long as possible. And then if you do have a cheat day, it's rough to get back on it. And so that's something to consider. So it's not like other diets where if you're just kind of eating healthy, eating salads and eating light, and then you just have one cheat day, and then you go back the next day and you just eat light again. It's much harder because of what you're doing to your blood sugar. Like, you're getting it you feel very good when you're doing it, and I don't have crazy cravings. I don't feel tired. It's really a good feeling when you take the carbs down and you start eating a lot of protein, and so it's very good. And then, but once you get off of it, it throws you out of whack. Your blood sugar goes off the charts as soon as you start eating carbs, and then it's just you start to binge, and it's just hard to get back into it. So anyways, that's just some of the information I wanted to share with you. Again, if you want more information, follow the exact program I did. I have that link in the description. And so if you want to see more and see how this plays out and how long I can keep this up with, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to set up your notifications, then you won't miss the next video I put out, and see what progress I've been able to achieve. So with that said, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you in the next video. And now if you want to stick with me, great. I'll go through everything I've been doing, what I've been eating, and kind of the strategy I've been following.